Ay, ay, ay. All right, that should be good. Some parchment paper. Hey, what are you doing over there? Chew that all up. I need to put that back on there, you. Huh? So I'd make myself one. Making everybody else these for Christmas. I'll make myself one. What are you doing? I was playing with that. The girls took it from me, huh? I'll give it. Hello. I'm making wax wraps today. They're made out of 100% cotton and beeswax, pine rosin, and jojoba oil. That's it. But they're super easy to make. So all you do is you just have 100% fabric, make sure it's washed, and then I've done one side. What I did is I've made these bars up with all the ingredients in them, the 3 ingredients that you need, I say. But the site, and they have in them the beeswax, which has to be 100% beeswax, can't be the 95%, 99%. It has to be 100% beeswax, and the jojoba oil is pliability. So I've used this to demo many times, and you can see it still looks like brand new. You can use these. I'm going to use this for example. Get out next time, keeps it fresh. You just take it out, you run it under some cold water. That's it. They're super easy to make. I've made 14 by 14, 10 by 10. I've made these Christmas ones. I'm trying to match up the pieces to go with them. So say for example, if I had this, I probably wouldn't use a red on that, but I'll just say for example, use this one, maybe because it's got a little bit of snowflakes in it. So I might use this as a smaller one. And then I have made literally like 35 of these. Well, probably not 35, but at least 20 of them just in the last probably couple of hours. That's how quick they are to make. I'm going to put these 3 together, and I'm going to just take them and fold them. What I'm going to do is, I've decided to make myself one. I've made all these for everybody else for Christmas, but I'm going to just take them and I'm going to, make the 3. Obviously, this isn't going to match it, but the small one I'm going to use, to put a band around it. And I'll have the, see if I can find a bigger one. I'll have a big one to go behind it. But they're going to be cute Christmas gifts. And these can be used all year long. You can put them on your bowls. You can wrap them around your bread. They're great for bread. If you got the big sizes, you can get bigger sizes. This is the jojoba oil. I'm just going to show you for example. But it's the heat of your hands that Look at that stick. This is open. I want to let you know that the cover to this is open. Nothing is coming out. Look, literally nothing is coming out of it. It's not dripping, nothing. So these are really great. So what I'm doing is I'm going to have these on my website, and I have all three together. I have the beeswax, the jojoba oil, and the pine rosin right in here. And then all you do, like for example, I did this side. So I already did this side on parchment paper. So now I'm going to lift it up. So as you can see, when I ironed it, you can see that there's still some spots that didn't get done. But that's okay if you don't have it the first time. Because this is how I'm doing it. It's almost like shaving cheese. And I'm just using this off the bar. And I'm just going to shave it on there. And then I'm just going to break it up into pieces. And it's the pine rosin that makes it so that it's like really sticky like this. Like I said, the bottle on this is open. And nothing is, I'm just going to take it off. And I'm going to open it up. Well, it leaked out inside, but it never came outside. And then all I got to do, I go over to the sink, I rinse it off with some cold water, and that's it. So many of these the last couple of days, and I've been home on a medical leave. I broke my femur a few months ago, and so I haven't really been out to go buy Christmas presents, and this was the coolest idea that I have seen, and I've been home making them. But I thought someone else might like to make them, so I thought instead of somebody going out and having to buy all the pine rosin, the pellets, maybe they just want to make something for themselves and don't need all that. That they could just purchase a bar. And I'm hoping to get some kits made, and in the kit I'm going to have one of the things too is a paintbrush that you can use. If you choose to do the oven way, you would just take your paintbrush and you just spread over your wax. I tried doing the double boiler way, and what a mess. Oh my word. I had wax everywhere, but that's me. I'm a messy person like that. But I would try to stir it, and it kept tipping, and when it tipped, it would splash a little bit of wax on the stove, and it was horrible. I had to ask ChatGPT how to get all this wax up off my stove. One thing they recommended was a blow dryer, but anyways, so this is a big piece, obviously more peeler, but I have a little bit here, and I have enough of just the regular beeswax too, and you can use these sheets over and over again. So just take it, and I'm going to lay it over this, and then when I'm done with it, you're just going to wave it. You're just going to wave it in the air 3 or 4 times, a couple of seconds, whatever, and it's literally going to dry it. That's how quick and easy these are. And like I said, I wish I had a bowl to show you, but even the bread everybody's making, these would be great. I have one I can show you. This, so I had just a leftover piece of bread today. I put it in there just to show you. But this was all open, a flat sheet, and I took the bottom, I just folded it up. I folded the sides in just a couple of times and, pressed it in. And then I just took the top and I folded the top down. And then I made myself a little sandwich bag. I didn't use no plastic. Nothing's going, into the trash. Everything, this is 100% biodegradable. And I use pinking shears so that they don't fray. They're good for sound was off. My dogs were going crazy. They just saw a deer, or two very young ones were out on my front lawn, and it's dark out. They were going crazy. I never reached for the mute so fast in my life. They were going nuts. Anyways, I have made about 35, 36 of these, and I have these bars that I made, and I'm going to have these on my website, and they have all the ingredients in it. They have the beeswax in them, they have the jojoba oil, and they have the pine rosin, like nice and pliable. Like, I mean, you could just go like this for to melt it down. You can see it? What do you want? Then they're stuck right on there. And then all you do is you just peel it off. And you just put it under cold water, you rinse it off, and you use them over and over and over and over again. And they're good for like 6 to 8 months. I already have all these pieces like pre-cut, so, and as you can see, they have some long pieces on them, which is fine. People have different ways of doing. Use the pinking shears around it afterwards instead of before. But I just thought I made up these bars, and I shave it on there, and then I can just break the pieces up as I want and just spread it out so you're not using quite so much. And then to me, it's kind of making this bag go a little bit further. I didn't know how much I would use as someone else that might be interested in doing this, and I didn't want to go buy a whole lot of it. Some more after the holidays. You can do this. I myself, it was such a mess. I would try to stir it, and it accidentally tipped it, and then I had wax tip. It was very, very messy. But I found for myself that wasn't the way for me. Some people like the oven. You could put it in the oven. I believe it's 250. I apologize. Either 250 or 350. It might be 350. You only put it in there for like 5 minutes, and 5-6 minutes. And then what you do is when you bring your pan out, have parchment paper under your my dog. I'm sorry. I think they're still looking out there for the deer that were out on the field. They were so pretty, but it worried me too because they were just babies. So I hope Mama was nearby and that they, at least they were together anyways, but it just kind of got my heart a little bit that I was like, oh, I hope Mama's nearby somewhere. I figured Mama probably is ahead of them anyways, so maybe that's where they were. But they were so pretty. I tried to get a picture of them, but it was just too dark. But the summertime, I live at the end of a field, so you see them. And the summertime, I laid it out. If I need to add more, I can add more later. But the summertime, it was like almost the same time every night. It could have been 20 after 7 and 20 after 7. Here they come. And it was so funny that, that they were like. So anyways, so I'm just going to take some. But what I was saying about how you could do it, you could do the double boiler, you could do the oven. And then like with the oven, like this way, for example, I can push it around with the, thank you for the likes, I appreciate it. And anybody that wants to subscribe, I'm always looking for something new to do, or always working on something. I fell and broke my femur a few months ago, so I'm trying to stay busy. But this way here, I can, because if you don't get it all the first time, because you're going to flip it over and do the other side anyways. But if you do the oven way, after you do it, you want to take all over it, and then flip it over, and I would set it in for maybe, you know, a couple more minutes. You don't need too much at all. And when you're done and you wave this, so you, as you can see, I'll show you for example, as you can see, I didn't get it all. I can see where the dry spots are. I can see where I have the pieces missing. So all I'm gonna do is, so now I lay it over because I'm gonna do that side ended before. You can take your brush too. You can take a brush. Still did comment. I keep forgetting, still yipping. I'm gonna go to the next piece. That piece is kind of, but I'm just gonna use a little bit of it, or because I have so much pine rosin already in the bar, I could easily just take some of the pellets if I wanted to. I can show you that too, because I have enough of it soaked through from the pine rosin that it's gonna give that pliability. And if you're just joining, we're making, or I am making wax wraps. I just did this bottle, and you could see the top of it's open, and I tipped it upside, which is, you know, you can see why, but none of it leaked out at all. So that made me even more impressed. But anyways, what you could do is just take a little bit of this if you wanted to. They're just little pellets. That's all they are. And you just take it and you just throw some on. You don't need much because I already have it on the other side. And it's the wax is just gonna push it and melt it anyways. But I really didn't think the way for me, and they like to do it that way. If you have to do it 3 times, you do it 3 times. And just use your parchment paper like over and over again. I mean, till you get to the point that it's like, okay, it's really like saturating through. But I can show you, for example, this is one I did. This was off some fabric that you would use for quilting. And I just cut out the panels. And I've got to trim my edges. So I'm gonna put that with like like for example, like with a piece of red, like just say for example, I gotta move my iron around here too. I got the big with it. And I'm gonna give those as Christmas gifts. And they're great for the bread. Everybody's making bread. I can show you in a second. Another thing you can do, like I can just take here. Just be careful though. But you can take your iron and you can literally just push the wax. Just push it around. I'll show you in a second. So that's all is 100% cotton. Pretty it was. And I did retail for many years. Try that on and they go and put it right on. It's like, do you have any idea? I still got some on there. I have plenty of wax on the wax paper. And I probably don't even need to worry about that little back corner piece because I'm gonna, when I cut it with the pinking shears, it's gonna get it anyway, so put that back there. All right, here we go. Yeah, I just decided to make myself one. So now, this is gonna, I made the bees, and now I get the honeycomb, and then I'm gonna have just put a yellow with it, just to make it through some sort of demo, and this is what they're getting. but it's something they can use all year long. So literally, you just take it, you just wave it, just for a few seconds. I can already feel it drying. It's not even hot. A little warm, but not hot at all. You just wave it, kind of a cool idea. What she was doing was on the bar, and she was just hanging her fabric over it. Air is good. I'm going to lay it just over my hangers here for a second because it's going to take just 2 seconds for it to just lay flat right back out. So now I have this third piece. I'm going to take the third piece. I'm going to take a little bit of wax, like I said, because I did this last night too. And I believe it was out of 6 bars. I did 4 bars today. I did 2 bars last night. And I've gotten, well, right now I've gotten close to 40 pieces of material. And, you know, that's not bad when you, 2-ounce bars that this is number 6, I believe. And I've just started using it. So kind of technically 5 bars, I've made almost all that. But I decided to make some up, and I'm gonna put them on my website, and it's gonna have all the ingredients right in them. And then all somebody has to do is you can even just go buy the quarters at your store. They don't have to be the big pieces. Maybe you just want them for small jelly jars. That's all I did. I just put it around my jelly jar, and the heat of your hands will mold it to your bowls. So, hi, YouTube screen. So I created a second one so that I could see the comments on. I don't know why they do it that way, but that's all right. So anyways, I got some pieces here. I have plenty enough that I don't need to keep using that. I mean, I could take some of that and just sprinkle some around on it, which is fine too. I got wounded with the peeler earlier. So, and it's okay if you don't have to get every spot of it. And if you put the iron on it and you didn't get it all, that's fine too, because you're gonna flip it over anyways and do the other side. But it's the pine rosin in it, and I've heard some people may be allergic to it, so you know, check first. But it's the pine rosin in it that's making it so nice and fluffy. You don't want to put it over something hot because it's wax, it'll melt. But you can use these over and over and over again. You put them in your cupboard and, you know, fold them up. And if you don't, you know, you can do whatever you want with them. But you can use them hiking. There's so many things that you could use these for. So I have my wax on there. And then when I'm done with these, I'm pretty close to what I need for Christmas. So I'm going to make some extra ones too. But I'm going to around them. Hello. I had me a espresso today. I made me an iced espresso. Oh, it is so good. I'm not one for iced drinks or iced coffee. Oh, this is so good. And I made it with caramel and Nestle Gold, and I used some batter. Not batter, but the whipped cream. Brown batter, whipped cream. Oh my God, it is so good. I hope I'm not getting wax on my floor there. That would not be good. So, excuse me a second. I made an iced espresso earlier. That I can just see, which doesn't matter. You can probably get it with the pinky shears anyways if you choose to do it. Use 3 pieces. But anyways, I'm going to flip it over. And I'm just going to put my wax. This is off another one. I'm just going to put a piece of small wax on there. But these are literally super simple to make. And there's tons of videos on them. Losing my mind here. I've been home for the last few months, so this is nice for me to come on here, see people, talk to people, because I don't really see a lot of people except for my physical therapy that I have for my leg, and that's going slow and steady. Oh my word. When they told me when I broke my femur that it was going to take a long time to heal, and I thought maybe 4 months, 5 months. I'm 8 months later and I'm still dealing with it, but it is what it is. So I just tried to find things that I could sit. But while I'm thinking of it, because it just came to mind, anybody that would like to subscribe, please do. I have many more ideas. I'm always coming up with something. Last you talk, but what you can use that too, especially the oven method. What you would want to do is take your paintbrush and spread it. So what I could do, I could still do it like this to make sure that I have it like fully covered. It's hot, so be careful. So you can take it. You can go like that. You can spread it out. But I have no dry spots, so all I'm gonna do is I just peel that up. So I literally, in the last half hour, made this whole set. So I have the, but I can, oops, I just checking something real quick here. Oh, sugar, I just lost it. So you just take it, just give it a little wave. That's all you have to do. And it's already just about dry. I'm gonna take it, I'm just gonna lay it over that, and I already have all 3 pieces now. So now I've made a whole set in probably 20 minutes, a half an hour. And I could tell these are well used, so I have like all these pieces now. So I'm gonna make sets with them. I probably should start cutting them. I have so many of them, but I tried to like match it up. So if it had like a, just for example, if it had a house and it has something with a house, I tried to match pieces up. Not that it matters, but I have these all going in the same direction. I'm just trying to keep track of how many I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, I thought I had more than that, but I just not. Alright, that's alright. 18 of the small ones. Alright, how many do I have of the medium? The medium pieces I have 1, 8, 9, 10. Oh, the Wi-Fi has been horrible today. I have 10 of the medium now. And the large, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the large. this one's okay. I need 2 more medium and 3 more large. That's pretty good. 2 more medium, 3 more large. Oh, my Christmas is done. This is oh, shoot. Piece underneath them. Dummy. Holy moly. I'm tired. That's all right. It's a good tired, right? It's a good tired. Whoops, I didn't even know I had that one started before I started another one. They broke apart.